I'm like really loving how clear my skin is getting since I haven't been wearing makeup. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Ashley Joyce. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A on Arizona questions that I have been getting on my videos. I decided to go ahead and do this as a video because a lot of times people will ask some of the same questions, and just to make it easier for you guys, I'm just going to do it in video form because it's easier for me to talk than it is to write it out, because sometimes if I have like a lot of questions, I don't get a chance to actually say everything that I want to say. So we're going to just go to my comments and I'm going to answer any questions that I see. So if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel below. There's a subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe. My channel is, I'm going to be doing a new video pretty soon about talking about me. I'm either going to do it today, depending on, I might change my clothes, or I might do it another day. We're going to see. But let's get into the questions. I don't want to ramble too long. A lot of people say I ramble a lot, and I probably do. So I'm practicing trying to get to the point. So let's get to the questions. Alright, sorry y'all, I had to kind of like scroll because I get questions over multiple videos that people ask me questions about Arizona. So as I see questions being asked, I will answer them. So one of the first questions that I see is from Jalissa Soto. They say, I'm looking to move to AZ within the next few years after finishing school. I'm visiting in April to look around and see if it works for my family. Do you have any recommendations as to where I should visit? Thanks. First off, thanks for watching my video. For everybody who watches my video, and if you're new, hi, welcome to my channel. For your question, I would like to say that there's so many different places in Arizona that you could visit that's really nice. I would say anything in the Phoenix area surrounding it is pretty nice. You know, Chandler, Scottsdale, Mesa. If you're looking for somewhere to specifically like think about housing, depending on where in Arizona you want to live. Also, if you want to go to more of a touristy spot, like where it's like more fun type of things to do, far as like, I haven't been to these places, but I hear a lot of good things about it, then maybe try like Flagstaff, Sedona. Those are more like touristy areas up in the mountains. In April is going to be pretty good weather out here. It may be a little bit on the warmer side, but not too hot. So your safe bet is honestly anywhere. I would say Arizona is nice, but like I said, Phoenix and its surrounding areas, East Valley is pretty good, West Valley is pretty good, and if you want to go on a tourist type thing, then go up to Flagstaff or something like Sedona, Grand Canyon, you know, something like that. Okay, so another question I have is from Keith Smith. Hi, Keith Smith. He said, hey, Miss Joy, this is Keith reaching out to you again, and I have a couple of questions to ask you. Is how do you handle the heat, being that it's your first full year in Arizona? And the next question is, I plan on buying a one-story once I move there, but where's a good neighborhood to buy in? I keep hearing that South Phoenix is not the place to buy a home at and in Laveen. I've been to Phoenix quite a few times and I can't find anything bad there, but like they say, you don't know until you know, if you understand what I'm saying. Sorry if I confuse you, but just please give me your best answer if possible. Okay, I get what you're saying. You're basically asking, I was just reading the reply to that. I asked if I can comment it on, I can write this on there. I asked them if I can use this question for my video. They said, yeah, I was reading a comment. But to answer your question, how did I get through the first year of heat? Oh my gosh, it was hot. I'm not going to lie to you. But what I did was I stayed in until the sun went down. I did a lot of things at nighttime, like I went to the grocery store when the sun would go down. I went out when the sun went down. And if I did go out in the daytime, it was typically to the pool or to work. And let me tell you a trick that I did, and this is going to sound weird, but when it's really, really hot, I will wet my clothes. Seriously, I would wet my clothes, and then when I would be in the car with the air on, it would feel so good when it would hit my clothes because it was wet and it would make it colder. So that was my tip. Yeah, just staying cool, stay indoors, ice cream, popsicles, pool parties, just things that keep you out of the sun. because in Arizona the sun is where the heat really comes from. Because when the sun is gone, it's not as bad, like at nighttime. And then you also said South Phoenix. I heard things about South Phoenix as well. I haven't really been to South Phoenix. I haven't really been all around Phoenix as much as I probably could have. But yeah, I feel like Phoenix has some nice areas. Like West Phoenix is really nice. I actually used to live out in West Phoenix, and it's pretty good. So it just depends on where Phoenix. Central Phoenix is pretty nice. I can't speak on South Phoenix. I haven't really been out there too much, but Phoenix is not too bad depending on where you live and where you're from and what you're used to. So hopefully that answers your question. Someone said, tiring, go back home again. Whew. Not trying to troll you, just not everyone can go back. Isabel, I get what you're saying. Everybody can't go back home. Because some people are in, situations where they can't, whether it be abuse or whether it be, they left a home and they gave it up and they can't go back. I get that. But the question about this statement, I guess, because it's not a question. The question is, what's worth it? Period. What's worth it in your life? Is it worth trying something new? You may end up loving it. You may end up hating it. But life is full of risk. Either you take the risk and stay home and be where you are, or you take the risk and you leave and see what can happen. Next question. That wasn't a question, but I just wanted to touch on that. Because if somebody reads that, I don't want that to discourage them. The next question that I got was Ashley. You're not ashy. That's what people used to always say. Ashley is ashy. This is by Leland James. You all that and talk fast. I'm sorry. I'm working on talking slower. I know. I'm from Ohio and trying to go there. Don't try to look all cute. You are, but just tell me if I'm going to get bit by a rattlesnake. Or can I see Tom's thumb? Will a black widow kill me? Is the Grand Canyon in my future? Las Vegas, Cali? Where will I be safe? Well, that's a lot of questions in one. Thanks for commenting. I would say rattlesnakes. I haven't seen one. I had a friend who seen one because they were on the mountains, and typically you would see snakes and like the more dangerous things that you hear about in the mountains or closer to the mountains and stuff. I haven't seen a black widow. Some people see them. They're not as scary as you think. If you get bit by a black widow, you just go to the hospital. They give you some antivenom and you go home, unless you're allergic to it, or if you're a young little kid or an older adult, like an older adult. Most people don't die from black widow bites, so like we think they do. Can you see Tom's thumb? Yes, I have seen Tom's thumb as I was driving down the freeway. Is Grand Canyon in my future? If you move here, yes. And will it be safe? Depends on what you're used to and where you live and, how people are. Because anywhere can become unsafe if somebody do something that's unsafe. So just pray. The next question that I got is, thanks for your opinion. I am on my own. Why? I think they meant way to AZ right now. I know this is 2 years late, but I'm just like you. I packed my stuff and went for it. I've been thinking about it for a long time. I was a little scared, but first, God is guiding me there, so I'm on the road now. Good job. I'm so proud of all the people who are making decisions to, go where they feel that they're supposed to be. It may not be Arizona. It may be somewhere else in another state. That's okay. Wherever you feel God is leading you to go, just go. It may be hard at first, but you will get through it. Trust me. I have so many questions, y'all. I'm going to have to keep stopping this video to get to them. Hold on. All right, and I'm back with the next set of questions. So, Aliens Zone X says, I like your videos. Thank you. Very, very nice. And I like your personality. So cute, one, too. I might go to Tucson. LOL. Thank you for the compliment. I'm thinking about moving to Tucson. Should I do it or stay in Los Angeles? So the question is, I know people who moved to Arizona from LA. Actually, quite a few people who moved out here from LA. Or from, just anywhere in California. They all say the same thing. So I'm going to just say what they tell me. It's so much cheaper. And if I want to go visit home, I just drive there. That's what they all tell me. I'm just telling you what they tell me. So should you do it? If you feel in your heart you should do it, do it. Pray about it. And if you do feel like you should do it, and if you're not a Christian, you don't pray, then just go with your gut. If it's telling you to move, try it. Or come out here for a little bit and see how you like it since it's so close. And if you don't feel like it's the move for you, then I would say don't do it. So that's just pretty much my opinion on that. Somebody asked me, Erin Righteousness, please tell me I said your name wrong. I'm so sorry if I said it wrong. Ashley Joyce, how do you manage the first year with the heat? Do you wear long sleeves a lot? Wear shoes? Do you wear flip-flops, ankle boots, or sneakers? Well, the first year of me being here, like I said to the previous question, is just go back to that question, or the answer to that. So lots of ways that I dealt with the heat, far as, pools and, wetting my clothes and staying in when the sun was up. But to answer your question as far as shoes, I wore flip-flops so much. Oh my gosh. And I was I was kind of nervous to wear flip-flops because I thought like scorpions might try to bite my feet or something like that. But then at the same time, I was like excited to wear flip-flops because I felt like I could see if it was a bug in my shoe. I wear a lot of boots and sneakers in the winter. It does get cold here. Don't let Arizona fool you. It does get cold here. I know a lot of people don't talk about that, but it definitely gets cold. It definitely gets cold here. And so what I do is I wear my boots and my sneakers in the winter time. But flip-flops, yes. In summer, flip-flops, little shoes that you can just throw on that's lightweight, or some air breathable shoes is pretty good. Somebody asked, the same person said, I walk around with the black umbrella in the summertime in Pennsylvania. The sun burns my skin too, but God told me to move to AZ next month. He have a plan for me. I'm just doing my best to prepare for it. Yes, if you feel God is telling you to leave and to move, do it. Trust me. If the thing about it is, sometimes we're afraid to do something that God tells us to do because we don't know how we're going to do it or how it's going to turn out. But I can guarantee it to you that if God is telling you to do it, it's going to turn out way better than you ever expected. And if you come out here and you have hardships at first, trust me, just the enemy trying to go against his plan for you because he has something great for you. So the next question that I have is, Third Power Proud says, what up, though? What up? I'm looking to move out there too. Have you been to Sedona? There's where I'm trying to be. Can you speak on race situation? How they treating us black folks? Okay, well, first question is, have I been to Sedona? Not yet. I know that's ridiculous. I've been here almost 3 years and I still have not been to Sedona. But I do plan on going to visit Sedona one day soon. I promise. I have to go. I'm just so scared of heights, so y'all gotta bear with me. But when I already started vlogging, so when I do go, I will be sure to vlog that experience. It may be funny to y'all, but he said, can I speak on the race situation? Okay. Well, I haven't really experienced too many racial situations out here, but I will say I have experienced a couple. The first one was a family that I worked for. I don't know if you guys seen my nanny video where I talked about how they let me go because they said of the cultural differences, which I'm not sure if that was because they were racist or if that was because they was from another country and they really didn't understand black culture. I'm not sure, and I'm not going to judge it because I really don't know. If I did know, I would tell you, but I really just don't know. And they were really nice to me, and I don't know. Could have been just one of those things where they didn't understand it. They didn't really speak English, and so the other one I experienced was I remember I was on meal one day with my friends, and somebody yelled out the president's name, and they were yelling at us specifically, and so I was just like, I don't know if that would have been considered a racial situation. And lastly, I had a family I worked for that I felt like they was treating me like a maid or a slave because of what I am, and I'm not quite sure on that either. But a lot of times I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and just pray that God softens their heart if that is the case, because I'm not the one who's like, oh, this is racist, I'm gonna cuss you out, I'm gonna go off on you. I'm gonna show you what love is like regardless, and you're gonna realize, ooh, it's a fly. You're gonna be like, wow, God is really, shining through her. And so what you do don't bother me because at the end of the day, that's who I'm trying to impress. So, but there's people who say they experience it. Some people don't. It just depends on what area and the type of people you're around. So hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully. Ricardo Labotos. Hope I said your name right. What's a good part in Phoenix for a family? Nice, but not too expensive. Close to good clothes and not too many black widows. I feel what you mean. Somebody actually answered that. AJ Dax answered it for me, and yes, he was right. He said, Gilbert or Chandler, I totally agree. I used to live in Chandler, and Chandler is amazing. Gilbert, Chandler, Phoenix. Phoenix does have scorpions, though. But Gilbert and Chandler is really, really nice places to live for anybody who's looking for a nice place that's not too expensive. I definitely recommend to check it out because they just have a lot of nice homes out there. And I do watch a lot of family, kids out there, and they were nice. Someone said, is Pontiac the hood like Detroit? Well, that's not really a question about Arizona, so let's go to the next one. Okay. I'm going to answer as many questions I can answer within 20 minutes, so I'm just timing myself, y'all. Because I don't want to ramble too long, and I don't want y'all sitting here forever. Somebody said, why are you in Arizona then? Well, Betty Leach, you are responding to a video that I wrote, 10 Reasons Why I Hate Arizona. But if you check out the link in the description box, it's also 10 Reasons Why I Love Arizona. And that should answer your questions on why I'm here. But I love you. Next question. The next question that I got is, okay. This is from Heather H. Hi, Heather. I'm originally from Nebraska, where thunderstorms are awesome. I have moved to New Hampshire, where thunderstorms are meh at best. I'm just get to her questions because this is a very long one. I did read your whole response, Heather. I just want to get to the questions for the people watching. Her question was, basically, they're considering moving here, and she just kind of want to know. Yeah, Heather, I definitely think you should move here. I think that it would be a good transition for you and your husband. It's a different type of weather for sure, but you'll get used to it, and I think you'll love it. So, yes. What part of AZ? I live in the East Valley area-ish, but I've lived in the West Valley in Phoenix. I've also lived in Chandler, and I loved all of those areas. So it just depends on where you want to live, because people keep asking me where should they live in AZ. I'm telling you guys, Arizona is so big that every area is similar but different at the same time. But I can tell you across the board, all of the cities out here have jobs, nice homes. They're pretty affordable. There's parks everywhere. Pretty much anywhere you choose to live out here just has to fit you and your family. So that's going to be. Somebody said, how much did you save to move? Well, I only had $1,500 if you watched my original video when I moved. I didn't have much money, but for me that worked out perfectly because God had a plan for me, and I just did what he told me to do. And so he provided everything else that I needed. He set everything else up. So I would say make sure you have enough money for at least 3 months rent and a little bit of spending money, and you're good to go. Some people will say have more, but I feel like if you're already in a situation where you're already struggling, why not try to do something different? Because you might end up in a better situation. So that's just my opinion. But go with whatever amount is comfortable for you. I've already had a few jobs called for HR. I was excited. Congratulations, Tara Slack. Hopefully I said your name right. Tijera. Ooh, that's a pretty name. But yes, congrats, girl. I think you're going to do amazingly well in your interviews. If you have not already, this is 3 months ago, so I wonder if you moved here yet. If you watched this video, comment below, tell me, what is going on, and, are you here? Okay, well, I think I'm going to answer 2 more questions. Because a lot of these questions are similar. They're talking about the heat. Where should they live? Oh, jobs. Okay, let me just touch on jobs. So I have a whole video talking about jobs, and I will leave that video in the description box below. But once again, there's so many jobs in Arizona. Arizona, literally, the job market is amazing compared to where I'm from, Michigan. So I feel like you can find a job easily out here. It just depends on what you want to do. So definitely don't worry about jobs when you come out here. Just apply for them before you come, or get to know people by calling around at different companies to see who's hiring. Also, I just started a new job called VIP Kid. If you are interested in that, if you have a bachelor's degree and you don't have any felonies or anything like that, email me or DM me on my Instagram at Ashley Joyce. That's Ashley_Joyce. And I can recommend you for the job. It does pay well, so if you want to know any more questions specifically or any answers about that, or if you're looking for a job, because you can do the job from anywhere. You don't have to it's all from, work from home. All you need is a bachelor's degree and teaching experience, at least 1 year. So comment below. No, DM me please on Instagram because it's easier for me to see those. And I will let you know more about that as far as job goes. But that's for anybody. I don't care where you are. Anybody can do that as long as you have those 2 requirements. But overall, Arizona has been great for me. I love it still. I'm almost to my third year mark. You guys, I started a vlog channel, which I'm not going to start posting until February 1st. So be sure to check me out there at Ashley Joy's Vlogs on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to leave the link below this video. If I don't, that's because I'm still working on a few videos, so check back later. But anyway, thanks for watching my video. If you have any more questions, write them below this specific video, please, because I have probably a lot more questions that I did not get to because the questions are literally all over every video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do every month, I'm going to put a post on my Instagram where it's going to say ask questions about AZ, or you can DM me, and then I'm going to be sure to answer all of those questions in video form, so that's easier for me to get to and easier for you guys to have your questions answered. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, and comment below if you plan on moving anywhere. What are your goals with moving? And are you excited? Just let me know. I love interacting with you guys. So I will talk to you later and see you in my next video. Bye.
My daddy taught me how to love my haters. My sister told me I should speak my mind. My man made me feel so goddamn fine. You wake up, post up, round in it, flossing on it. This diamond, my diamond. This rock, my rock. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless.